I have got something very special for you this week. Battery exhausted, she says. I'm fucking exhausted. Welcome back, everyone. My name's Paul. This is Milo Studios. You know where you are because you clicked on a thumbnail. No doubt it was shit, but I do try my best. I'm learning thumbnails. There's a few swear words in my videos. If you don't like them, don't complain because I will not care, and we'll just delete your comment because you're fucking boring. This week is very special. It's a shameless plug, and it's one that I'm absolutely looking forward to doing. It's a Monday morning fluff piece like we've never done before. If you remember this video, we did a demonstration on just how shit a custom guitar can be. Well, today we're at the other end of the scale, and I've got a special friend.
Best friends forever and ever.
Mr. Yarde, James Yarde of Yarde Guitars, formerly the head designer for a very prominent guitar company, and he makes amazing stuff. Me and James are chalk and cheese. He contacted me many moons ago and said, do you want to catch up? Because we're both in the southwest of England. Hands on hips. Camp o'clock. It's camp o'clock. He contacted me and said, do you want to hook up? Which is what young people say. He's a bit younger than me. And we've been friends ever since. He's a lovely lad. We are chalk and cheese. I have an idea in my head and I just fucking blurt it out onto the wood and I make whatever I'm thinking. And I film it and you all get to see my cock-ups because I learn by my cock-ups. James is a fucking android, all right? He's an absolute robot. He thinks like a robot, completely the opposite of me, non-impulsive, and he's a CNC whiz. He thinks like a CNC. So I'm making this video, A, to plug his guitars because you should see it. I'll show you it now. Just before you all crack one out or get a rage and throw a beer can at the telly, it's a headless guitar. James specializes in headless stuff, but he makes everything. This is one of his creations, and he's given me a very special drop-down list. I'll put it behind me. Can you all see that? This is how James thinks. He's gone to a special printer. He's printed out all the details that he wants me to include about his guitar. I almost admire it. I don't admire it. Of course I do. I love it. This guitar is an example of how perfect a custom guitar can be. I'm going to blow smoke right up his ass, and it's pretty shameless because it's absolutely wonderful what he produces. I love how he works. I love how he works. New merch in the store, by the way. If you buy a t-shirt from Teespring, apologies if it takes them ages to get it to you. It's nothing to do with me, but they are pretty shit at delivering things quickly. I'll tell you that now. You have been warned. But you can buy the new merch. Woohoo! Inspired. This guitar is absolute perfection, and I'll show you why. African wenge neck, right? It's an African wenge neck, harder than hell, highly polished to a lovely satin finish. How do I know it's harder than hell? Because James comes to my workshop and processes his lumber, fucks all my blades up. That's how I know wenge is hard as hell, and also use it on some of my guitars because I have his offcuts, because I'm a tight bastard. Zebrano inlaid fretboard. So the fretboard is actually inlaid into the neck. I'll put some little clips of his CNC whirring away. You can see it actually inlaid in there. If you can find an imperfection on this guitar, you've got microscopic eyes. You might have a chance of finding my because there are no imperfections in this guitar. It is absolute wizardry. Flamed maple into ash, the inlay is absolute mustard. Just absolute mustard. I'm gonna have to read off his list. I'm gonna have to. I mean, I think you'd agree it's a very pretty beast. James makes YouTube videos. You can go and watch his YouTube videos. They're getting better and better all the time. He's actually a funny geezer. If you want a 5-string bass in a particular style, with a particular body, with a particular pickup, with one of those stupid psychopath fucking sweeping fret actions, he can make it all. There's nothing the boy can't do. Man crush. We've got a 12-inch radius fretboard. We've got a Fender scale length. This thing is about as normal as he makes a guitar. It's pretty normal. A classic deep C. Well, I prefer a modern D. It's got 24 frets. How many frets does a man need? 24 apparently, the maximum frettage you ever get on a guitar. Stainless steel frets, medium jumbo. He's got some numbers here. That means fuck all to anyone, but they're very nice frets. Hip shot, headless, floating trem. Now, one of the things that James does is he tries to source everything from the UK. A bit like you Yanks, you're like, made in America, made, yeah, fuck yeah, can't take our freedom. James is trying to achieve the same in the UK. All of his pickups and he's trying to, and all of this sort of stuff, all of the string locking mechanism, this is all manufactured locally in the UK. And this is UK ash. He's trying to source everything from the UK. It's more difficult than you think. People have a proper wank over sustainability, don't they? It's actually not particularly easy. It's got satin clear nitro on it, which I fucking hate nitro paint to use, but it's lovely. It's absolutely glorious. 4-bolt design, everything's so clean and crispy. One of the misconceptions about CNCs is that you're not getting a handmade guitar. And I might have agreed with you until I learned a little bit more about what I was fucking on about. Yes, it cuts the shapes out, fair enough, but I mean, it's doing the same as what I use templates and a router for, and a router table. So it's replacing that part, but the construction, putting it together, the setup, the fretwork, tapping in the inlays, the endless hours of sanding, the wiring, everything is done by hand in his workshop in Saltash, in Cornwall. It's Cornish. So don't think just because he's cut the shapes out with a CNC that it's not a handmade guitar, because it bloody well is. Despite the fact that his CNC's doing a lot of the cutout work, he puts just as many hours in that I do. And he produces amazing guitars. They are really good. Sometimes I'll be doing something in the workshop and I can tell I'm breaking his brain because I'm so fucking point and shoot. Let's have a go at that. If it goes wrong, we'll do it again. Whereas James needs to plan everything to the nth degree. On his CNC files, on the Fusion 360, I think Androids use, he's literally got all of the components of everything here broken down, measured, drawn. He can import anything into his designs. And it really is a marvel. He tried teaching me and it was like kicking a pig in the head. I don't even know if that's a saying, but that's how pathetic it was. I just couldn't do it. My eyes would glaze over. I was so interested in everything he was saying. And I'd love to talk about it over breakfast, but trying to teach me, fucking hell, old dog new tricks. Impossible.
You kidding me?
So it comes with a textile gig bag. This is one of my best bits. Watch this. This is handmade by James's mum. This is what you get in the industry. Thank you, Mrs. Yarde. Handmade, fluffy interiors. He's got lots on display at the minute. He sells his guitars at Sound Unlimited in Plymouth. Here's a picture. Here's a shameless plug for Sound Unlimited. Great little local guitar shop. One of the few. The only one in Plymouth. So you get a wonderful little cheeky gig bag. Spoke wheel truss rod. So he's allowed in the workshop because we use spoke wheel truss rods around here because they are the truss rod adjustment of champions. Don't fuck around with anything else. It's got a trem on it. Oh, lovely. Hip shot. Everything's nice. No tone knob, just volume because he's normal. And who uses the tone knob? Not a lot of us. And the sort of fuckers who use these little shred machines, they ain't on the tone knob, are they? There's too much fizz going on behind them in their amps. So I wish you could come and hold this. Me and James are actually sharing a stall next year in April at the Birmingham Guitar Show. For different reasons, but you can definitely come and see these. And I definitely urge you to check out James's website. And quite often people contact me and say, do you build basses? No, I don't fucking build basses, and I never will because I'm not that way inclined. But James does build phenomenal basses. Check out his channel because he is making some basses for some rather posh people. This custom guitar, I don't think we can dispel the mystery. A custom guitar of this quality from anyone will cost you upwards of £2,500. Of course it will. The amount of time that's gone into this is phenomenal. I've seen custom work done by people and I've been sent pictures like this from custom guitars that people have paid thousands for from people on Instagram, and they are utter fucking horseshit. It's a point of contention. What are you prepared to pay for? James can make your guitar look any way you want. Let's have a little look at some specs. He sent me this. I've not touched it. I've not adjusted anything. Let's measure some spectacles. We're in tune. Of course we're in tune. It's been in Fritzels a couple of weeks. I think he's been waiting for me to do this. So out of the box, I've got 1.9 on the low E and 1.9 on the high E. So it's come set up a little bit higher than I would set it normally, just a little bit. I'm just going to check the straightness of the neck. We've got 25.5 scale length. Thank you for the information, James. So we can check it with a normal ruler. It's got almost the perfect amount of relief. Again, this has come from James's house. He set it up at home. He's brought it here. It's been in my basement for 2 to 3 weeks. Whenever you get a guitar, you have to be able to work the truss rod. You do, you, everyone, because you're not getting the most out of your guitar. I'm going to adjust this neck now so that I've got 0.05 mil clearance. That's my magic figure. Have I got a tool? If you want your neck to bow backwards, give yourself a clockwise turn of the truss rod. Not a lot. Now this is a wenge neck. It's stiffer than a cum sock.
Allegedly, allegedly.
Honestly, it is absolute glorious. Can't remember if there's carbon in this. He's not put it on the list, and it's not like James to leave things out. So I don't think there is any. 0.05. And now, if we check the action, 1.5 on the low E, 1.5 on the high E. That is way better and in the realms. So nothing to do with how this guitar's been set up. It's just the fact that it's been sent to a different environment for a few weeks. Lovely. Now, obviously I've got this guitar knowing that I didn't have any work to do. That little twang of the truss rod was all I was ever going to touch. The Hipshot Trem is an absolute wondrous contraption. It's lovely. I've got something very similar from Geiker, and obviously they rip off everyone. Of course they do. If you're watching Geiker, you know you do it. Let's not fucking beat around the bush. That's the Geiker bridge. You can see it's very similar. Oh no, we weren't copying. Fuck off. Of course you were copying, you bastards. You cheeky swines! But the Hipshot stuff is lovely. James does not fuck around with anything substandard. It's just lovely. It's a pure tone jack, of course it is, because everyone has a little wank over that. It's the best one. We've got push-pull on the custom hand-wound humbuckers. When he does the fan fret stuff and all that sort of craziness, the humbuckers are made specifically for each guitar, and the pole pieces match the string spacing perfect. It's just, yeah, it's out of this world. The boy thinks I learn more from James than anyone else. I hold myself to account when I do stuff by his standards, and it's a tough way to go. I can't praise anyone higher. I really can't. If you buy a custom guitar from this guy as opposed to the eBay shitbox, you are getting the cream of the crop. The cream of the crop. The hardest thing in the world of custom guitar building is building this. Is building your brand. You'll notice that I nicked that as well from my little headless telly. Building a brand in the custom guitar world, because let's face it, there are hundreds, if not thousands, of custom guitar builders that you'll see on Instagram and all over the world, and a lot of them are absolutely phenomenal. I look at all of your work, guys. Don't think that I hold myself or James or anyone in any higher regard. Definitely not me. I'm the experimental magician. I don't know how it fucking comes out the way it does. But there are a lot of you out there, including James, that are phenomenal. Now you've met James and basically the backbone of some of my design stuff and the sort of stuff I do, let's go and plug her in and see what she sounds like. My fingers don't fit in these little spaces. They don't fit in there. They fit in a lot of crevices, but not that particular one. Keep it down, Paul. Don't be crude. James doesn't like it. I'll see you downstairs in Fritzl's. Let's go and plug this shitbox in. Make sure you comment below. What do you think about this guitar? I know it's headless. Don't tell me you don't like headless guitars. No one cares about that. But the workmanship, the timbre quality, the choices, the fact that there aren't 9 million kill switches that don't do anything. I'll say no more. It's disgusting. It's a shameless plug, but it's one that I will fucking stand by every day. I'll see you down in Fritzl's. I think Uncle Joe's home. I'll knock a twat out before we get started. Well, that was a really simple video to make, and hopefully my demo did it justice. I'm going to re-record that a few times, I think, because I couldn't quite get my head around it today. What a wonderful guitar. An example of why you shouldn't buy shit on eBay, and if you're going to have a custom guitar made, make sure it's from a reputable person who knows what they're fucking doing. I really love this, and I'm not a headless guy. Look past that, it doesn't matter. It feels lovely. I've literally worn my fingers to the bone playing it downstairs in Fritzels. It's a gem of a guitar. Let me know what you think. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to James's channel, Yarde Guitars. Go over and have a little look. He is doing a walkthrough on using Fusion 360, how to design guitars. The knowledge that guy is putting out into the world is just ridiculous. He owes me a breakfast for doing this video. This is a paid promotion. I'm going to charge him sausages, bacon and egg. Fucking yes, win. I might even insist on a latte. Let me know what you think about this thing. Let me know what you think about the workmanship. Have you had a custom guitar made by someone? Who made it? Have you had a shit guitar made by someone? Would you dare tell us the truth? Let us know. This is made in Cornwall, filmed in Devon by two southern fuckers. Thanks for coming along, everyone. If you want to become a channel member, if you want some merch, have a little look in the links below. There's links. There's always fucking links, isn't there? There's beauty in the world. Go and find it for yourself. Cheese!